So I'm gonna do a reading. Once again, it's late. It's like 2:36 in the morning. So this this reading I want to read from Matthew's chapter 20. This is the parable of the workers in the vineyard, and it reads the whole chapter 20. No. Chapter 20, verse 1 all the way to 16. For the kingdom of heaven like a law is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire laborers for his vineyard. Now, when he had agreed with the laborers for a a day, denarius a day, right? He sent them into his vineyard. And he went out about the third hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said to them, You also go into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right I will give you. So they went. Again he went out about the sixth and the ninth hour, and did likewise. And about the 11th hour he went out and found others standing idle, and said to them, Why have you been standing here idle all day? They said to him, Because no one hired us. He said to them, You also go into the vineyard, and whatever is right you will receive. So when evening had come, the owner of the vineyard said to his steward, Call the laborers and give them their wages, beginning with the last to the first. I like that, because the first will be last and the last will be first. Look at that. Verse 9. And when those came who were hired about the 11th hour, they each received a denarius. But when the first came, they supposed that they would receive more, and they likewise received each a denarius. And when they had received it, they complained against the landowner, saying, These last men have worked only 1 hour, and you made them equal to us, who have borne the burden and the heat of the day. But he answered one of them and said, Friend, I am doing you wrong. I am doing you no wrong. Did you not agree with me for a denarius? Take what is yours and go your way. I wish to give to this last man the same as to you. Verse 15. Is it not lawful for me to do what I wish with my own things? Or is your eye evil because I am good? So the last will be first, and the first last. For many are called, but few are chosen. So I like this verse because this chapter, this whole parable, basically, I like this parable because it's so many representations of one. Jesus is fair, right? Um, he shows no respect of a person, meaning he doesn't favor a person. Um, if the wages was this, and everybody that worked in his vineyard, they got that. No matter if you've been in there for the whole, the whole time that it meant the whole time that it be, or you just kind of got in on the back end and you put in an hour's worth of work. At the end of the day, everyone that put in work in the vineyard of this landowner received a denarius. And Jesus is basically saying the same thing for him and his, that everything that he owns, uh, and for us as workers, it's the same thing, right? Whatever Jesus promised us, that when that time comes, we all will receive that promise. Whether you've been in since a baby, and this is how I interpret it, whether you've been in, the kingdom of Christ since a little kid, or if you just now getting in, um, if you put in work for the kingdom and Jesus is pleased with it, you too will get the promise. Um, and another part I want to bring up is 15. And this is for people that feel like, oh, that's not right. That's not. This is verse 15 of chapter 20 in Matthew. It says, Is it not lawful for me to do what I wish with my own things? Or is your eye evil because I am good? Verse 16, listen to this. So the last will be first, and the first last. For many are called, but few are chosen. So, all right, so 16 wasn't actually a highlight verse. It was just 15. All right, so 15, is it not lawful for me to do what I wish with my own thing? Or is your eye evil because I am good, right? So in this parable, you know, we can't tell Jesus what to do. Jesus does what he does, period. And if Jesus say, hey, if you come work for me, you too get the promise or the reward, basically. He ain't say nothing about time. He ain't say nothing about um, greater pay. He just said, hey, you work for me, you get the promise. So that's that one. I got another point I want to hit, but I'm gonna do that in another video right after this one. So basically, yeah, that's it. That's all we got right here. I think this is dope though. You know, that should give everyone hope. You know, like, dang, I may not have been in the kingdom of Christ 10 toes like from the beginning, but you know, I'm in there and I'm doing work. And that's what the next video is gonna be about. It's just about doing work. So stay blessed and stay positive in the Word of God always.